Dear students, we will do the new module, module 29. This is also computation of taxable salary. So two problems we will work out. We will go into the details. So first problem, Mr. K is working in Bangalore. Compute his taxable salary for the assessment year 25-26 from the following particulars under the old scheme. Basic pay 27,500, dearness pay 7,500. You have to remember dearness pay, it's always entering into retirement benefits. Dearness allowance only when it is mentioned. So dearness allowance also 7,500, but it is mentioned, it's not entering into retirement benefits. Running allowance 16,500 per month, rupees 200 per month per child for 2 children as education allowance. One of his son is staying in a hostel and he is spending rupees 800 per month. Employer is giving rupees 500 per month for his son as hostel allowance. So we will calculate the employer's contribution, that is 500 per month, and whatever is exempted, the remaining will be taxable. City compensatory allowance rupees 750 per month, rupees 400 per month as uniform allowance, but he had spent the entire amount for uniform. Rupees 5,500 as HRA per month. So here in this problem, house rent allowance we have to calculate. The employee is in Bangalore, it's a non-metro city, so 40% of the salary will be taxable. That is, we are considering for the computation of HRA, not 50%. Metro cities, it's 50%. Since it's Bangalore, it's 40%. Mr. K is paying a rent of 7,500 per month for the house he is taken on rent at his workplace, Bangalore. Mr. K and his employer is paying 10% of salary towards RPF. So RPF will not come into picture because when employer's contribution is exceeding 12%, then only it will be taxable. Now first we will start with the computation of HRA. So HRA computation, actually section is 1013A. This section is important. Actual HRA received. Actual HRA received, it's mentioned 5,500 into 12. So that value 66,000. Now exempt least of the following. Least of the following. First one is actual itself. Actual is 66,000. Second is 40% of salary. 40 by 100 into, we have to take 4,20,000. Now how we are getting 4,20,000? Salary is 27,500 plus dearness allowance 7,500. So 35,000 into 12. So that value is 42,000. That value is 1,68,000. 1,68,000. 1,68,000. Now the third one is excess of rent paid over 10% of salary. Rent paid is 7,500. It's given in the question. 7,500 into 12 is 90,000. 90,000. 10% of 4,20,000 is 42,000. 42,000. So the balance is 28,000. 48,000. Sorry. 48,000. 48,000. So the least value is 48,000. 90,000 minus 42,000 is 48,000. So here this value will be the exempted HRA. So taxable HRA is equal to 66,000 minus 48,000, 18,000. This we have to use for computing taxable salary. Now this problem is worked out as per the old scheme. So here we have to remember computation of salary. Basic salary 27,500 into 12. Into 12, the value is 3,30,000. 3,30,000. Second is dearness pay 7,500 into 12. 7,500 into 12. 90,000. Dearness allowance 7,500 into 12. Again 90,000. 90,000. Now running allowance. Running allowance is actual amount is 16,500 minus 70% of 16,500, that or 1,20,000, whichever is less. So that is 11,550 or 1,20,000, whichever is less. So this value is the least value. You have to reduce from 16,500. So taxable value is 4,950. Now education allowance, actual received is 4,800, exempted is 100 per child for 2 children. So that is 2,400. So education allowance taxable is education allowance 2,400. That is 4,800 minus 2,400. Now hostel allowance 500, employer is giving 500 per month, that is 6,000. Exempted amount is 300 per month. So 6,000 minus 3,600, hostel allowance taxable value is 2,400. 2,400. Now the next one, city compensatory allowance fully taxable 750 into 12. 750 into 12. The value is 9,000. 9,000. RPF, it is not there because it's not exceeding 10% of salary. HRA value we calculated already. HRA is 18,000. So now take the total, you will get gross salary. Gross salary. Adding all these values, you will get 5,46,750. 546,750. Less deduction under section 16. Under section 16, only standard deduction is there, 50,000. 50,000. So the taxable salary is 4,96,750. So this is the first problem I want to explain. Now the second problem. Mr. K is working in Dharwad and provides the following information. Compute his taxable salary. Pay 12,500 per month. DA rupees 4,000 per month and rupees 2,000 is entering into his retirement benefits. Advance salary rupees 16,400 fully taxable. Salary in lieu of leave 12,500, that is leave encashment while in service fully taxable. Lunch allowance 2,000 per month fully taxable. Bonus 15,000 fully taxable. Employers and employees contribution to RPF, it's 15%. So 3% will be taxable for the employer's contribution. Arrears of DA 4,000 taxable. Conveyance allowance rupees 24,000 and he had spent rupees 18,000 for conveyance. That meaning what is not spent, 24 minus 18,000, 6,000 will be taxable. HRA 20% of salary, but he had paid a rent of rupees 2,500 per month. So here we have to calculate HRA. Entertainment allowance rupees 500 per month. It's not a government employee, so it's only one adjustment that we will add with the gross salary. Compute his taxable salary for the assessment year 25-26 as per the old scheme. So first we have to calculate the computation of HRA. HRA under section 1013A. 1013A. Actual HRA received is 20% of salary. So 20% of 1,74,000. So here 1,74,000 you have to remember. Pay is there 12,500. In that DA 2,000 is entering into retirement benefits. So 14,500. 14,500 into 12 is 4,20,000. So here actual HRA received is 34,800. 34,800. Let's exempt least of the following. Actual is equal to 34,800. Second is non-metro city. 40% of 4,20,000. 1,74,000. So 1,74,000, that is 34,000. That value is 69,600. 40%. It is 69,600. Now third is excess of rent paid over 10% of salary. Rent paid is 2,500 into 12, 30,000. 30,000 minus 17,400. That is 10% of 1,74,000. So this value is 12,600. So the least value is 12,600. We will exempt this HRA and the taxable HRA is here 22,200. This is the taxable HRA. Now we have to take the computation of salary. Salary computation. First one is title should be there. Table showing the computation of taxable salary of Mr. K for the assessment year 25-26. Salary 12,500 into 12. 12,500 into 12. So the value is 1,50,000. 1,50,000. Now dearness allowance 4,000 into 12. Full value to take. This is for computing the gross salary. 48,000. 48,000. Third is advance salary 16,400. Advance salary fully taxable. Next is leave salary. Leave salary 12,500. 12,500. Next is lunch allowance fully taxable 2,000 into 12. Lunch allowance 24,000. 24,000. Next is bonus 15,000. Bonus 15,000. Bonus 15,000. Next is conveyance allowance. Actually is 24,000. The amount spent is 18,000. So the balance is the taxable conveyance allowance 6,000. 6,000. Now next is arrears of DA fully taxable 4,000. Next value is HRA. We have already calculated HRA 22,200. 22,200. Next is entertainment allowance fully taxable because he is a non-government employee. That is 500 into 12, 6,000. 6,000. Next is employer's contribution to RPF in excess of 12%. 15% they are contributing. So salary is 1,50,000. Salary 1,50,000 plus 24,000. That is 2,000 into 12 from dearness allowance which is entering into retirement benefits. So 1,24,000 is the computation. 15% is 26,100. 12% is 20,880. So the RPF contribution taxable is 5,220. 5,220. Now we have to take the gross salary. Gross salary we will get 3,09,320. 309,320. Less deduction under section 16. Only standard deduction is there 50,000. 50,000. So the taxable salary is equal to 2,59,000. 2,59,320. So this module we calculated two problems which are HRA computation. This is what I wanted to explain in this module. Happy learning. Thank you.